Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to start this video off with another shiny catch. This will be shiny number 62, I do believe. Pretty crazy. And if you're wondering, well, why does he have the camera on and how did he know it was a shiny? Well, I was driving around and I tapped on it. It was shiny. I couldn't believe it, and I'm brave enough. I backed out, turned on the camera and started recording so we can see the shiny encounter all together. Yeah, that's what I usually do. So there you have it, Meditite. Pretty crazy. This is the one I was looking for, to be honest. And see, the Machahitas, I was tapping on them constantly. After I got my Meditite, I wasn't tapping on them as much. So that's why I got a lot more Machahitas than Meditite at first. But then I'm just starting to tap on the Meditites, and now, well, I'm starting to find them more. So I'm completely satisfied. I have one of each evolution. And then, yeah, and that's that. And plenty of the Machita. I have 2 extra. Or should I say, yeah, 2 extra. Anyways, then we're going to go on to take a look at a Machamp raid, then a Hitmonchan, then another Machamp raid. This first Machamp raid is going to be Latios and Latias. I caught a Latias weather boosted yesterday, so we're going to take a look and see how the performance is. The Latios is weather boosted as well. Not attack wise, I just caught him like that. So yeah, pretty nice. Both psychic moves, Zen Headbutt and psychic on Latias, and the same thing for the Latios, and that is going to be followed up by a Mew. Keep in mind the weather is cloudy, so that Machamp is weather boosted, and all fairy type moves as well. So my Mew does have Shadow Claw and Dazzling Gleam, which is going to be doing 120 per Dazzling Gleam, which is fantastic. Perfect for my place where I live, because it's always cloudy here and it just works great. All right, and then after this we're going to take a look at that Hitmonchan raid using 6 unique Pokemon, no legendaries, giving that another shot just for fun. And then after that we're going to be looking at a Machamp raid using only 4 unique Pokemon, no legendaries, and then taking it out. So enjoy. I'll be bringing you guys some more content later. And as far as the performance of Latios and Latias, I was surprised. Not necessarily surprised, you know, I was thinking to myself, wow, they actually performed quite well. I could only imagine how much more better they would do if they were completely powered up. Do I think they'll be able to take it out by themselves if I dodged, you know, pro style? I don't think so. It would be close. You probably would be able to get it down into the yellow, almost into the red, probably, if they're both powered up and you did good dodging. Because look at that. Mew just came in and it's basically at half health. Now, if you are trying to do the timing where you make sure it's in the yellow by half time, that is a great technique. If you're using, you know, Pokemon that are all about the same level of DPS. But for my case here, I'm using my Mew, and then my Gardevoir is going to come in and just rescue it all, basically. And it's going to make up for all that lost time with the Latioses and then the Mew. So keep that in mind. You don't always have to be on par. If you know what you're doing, and you know what Pokemon are going to be able to pick up the slack and push through before the time is up, then you can play with it, use some different Pokemon and mess around. But you always need that backup. I didn't want to put it in a legendary. Mewtwo, Mew's a mythical, it's not quite legendary, and it's not like on status with the legendaries like, oh my gosh, this thing is so powerful. I mean, Mew is okay, it can take a hit, but it's not like, oh my gosh, well, he used a Mew, I mean, forget it. He's pretty, you know, he's decent, but he's not some sort of humongous powerhouse. He can take hits, but the real star here is Gardevoir, as you can see, just wrecking it. I was very close to evolving my 100% Gardevoir this morning just to do a test to see if I could take out a Machamp using 2. I mean, I've taken out a Machamp using 1 Gardevoir right when I evolved it a long time ago. That video's been up for a minute. Did it about 2 times, so that was pretty fantastic. So it's capable of massive damage. Keep in mind that was during cloudy weather, and it did, I think one of them had a double steel move, but more than likely I think it had fighting types, which is double resistant on Gardevoir's end. So we're going to go into this Hitmonchan raid now. Somebody took out a bunch of gems and left them white. I was like, okay, that works for me. I'll claim them as soon as the raid is done. So we're going with Gardevoir, Alakazam, Espeon, Metagross, Donphin. And Donphin is actually really good at the moment during cloudy weather with its counter, which is weather boosted, and its play rough, which is also weather boosted. So not bad choice. It's not getting stabbed, but it's still putting in work quite well. And like I said, I was going for all unique Pokemon. I was thinking about doing the all unique Pokemon, no legendaries with fairy charge moves, which I've done already as well on, I do believe, most of these raid bosses. I just gotta go look it up. So yeah, guys, I'm knocking these challenges out. Somebody asked me to do a Hitmonchan raid using only level 20 Pokemon, which I do think I can do that. It's gonna require me to use some charge TMs on my Rayquazas to get Air Slash and the other flying one. 2 flying moves on Rayquaza. I'm pretty sure that would cover it. Yeah. But I'm not gonna go and use like 7 or almost all my charge moves trying to set that whole team up just for a one video. Oh, my Rayquazas can do it. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do it without using any TMs, because a few of them already have. Pretty much all of them have the quick move flying type. One of them has the charge move flying, so we'll just have to give it a shot. Maybe we'll see. I'm still on the hunt for the Breloom. I was out for about 3 hours hunting that, looking for a Breloom raid. Nothing. Hitmonchan, Machamp, Latias. I mean, that was all I seen. Seen a Primeape. I skipped that. Even though you can do some fun stuff with a Primeape, like one Pokemon versus that. You can use legendary or non-legendary, whatever. I wanted to actually see how well my Persian would perform. I know it's going to get wrecked because it's normal type, and Primeape is going to have fighting moves more than likely and just destroy it. Seeing that Persian is just its CP doesn't get very high. It has no defense. It has no stamina. But it does have play rough, and it is cloudy weather. That's why I was thinking about giving it a shot. So anyways, Metagross going in here. If you don't have a Metagross yet and you're thinking about powering one up, keep in mind these raid bosses are temporary. Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Breloom for the showdown event. So if you're planning to power up all these cool Pokemon to take out these raids, you know, by all means, go for it. But keep in mind that these are just going to be here for this event, unless Niantic decides to keep them around. But pretty sure they're going to rotate, or some sort of new raid bosses are going to come in after this event is over. Because we are going to be coming up on the rock event. So we can possibly look forward to more Aerodactyls, Kabutops, Omnistar, and who knows what else they're going to throw into the mix, okay? So if you weren't around for my last 2 videos, or if you haven't heard, the Community Day move for Charizard is going to be Blastburn, confirmed. So the prediction was correct. Bulbapedia is a fantastic place to do this, so we're going to be predicting a few more moves probably later today or tomorrow on just some random Pokemon, just to see for kicks what is coming up and what moves they can possibly learn. Alright, so we caught that Hitmonchan. Now we're going to be going into this Machamp raid here. This is the one where I used just 4 Pokemon. Gardevoir, Alakazam, Espeon, Metagross, and that Gengar is not going to be used because Metagross is such a tank and Gardevoir is such a high DPS output of a Pokemon. It's crazy. Anyways, with that said, thank you for watching, trainers, and I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.